Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, to another live review here on the Meter Does Many Things YouTube channel. Today, like the last few, this is the final in the little quartet segment that we have been working on for a week or so here from the wonderful folks over at Yin Yang Infusions. If you would like to pick up the things that we are talking about today or anything else that they offer, yinyanginfusions.com. You can also hit them up on Instagram. Wonderful folks over there. Pleased and honored to have a working relationship with those fine folks. They always do take care of me, which is why I tell you to go see them. That being said, today we are talking about a new product, not just for yin yang infusions, but in the cannabis market in general here. One of the newer cannabinoids that is being extracted, isolated, and given to the masses to enjoy is called HHC, hexahydrocannabinol. It is similar to THC in that it does give you some intoxicating euphoric effects. It is a little different than most THC in that it is absorbed a little bit differently and it does produce a little bit different set of effects. It is not going to hit you the same as traditional Delta 9 THC will. It also is not going to hit you quite the same as Delta 8 will. This is a literal new cannabinoid here. It is similar to both Delta 8 and Delta 9 in that you do get that euphoric, quote unquote, high kind of feeling. It's a little different in that it also gives you a slight aspect of, I think what I best describe as a, how can I put this? A little bit more of an in-depth mental euphoria. If you have any psychedelic or cosmonautic experience, you will understand the feeling of the honey dick from the onset when you first start to get that tingle from a consciousness expanding experience, the initial onset that you kind of feel in the back of your head and the literal widening of your peripheral that you start to feel a little bit of in the beginning of that also kind of comes into play a little bit with these guys here. Not like a full-on trip or a full consciousness abandonment or anything like that, just a nice little addition to the euphoria that you're already feeling. That being said, this is obviously not for folks who are not experienced or are not prepared to experience pretty serious cannabis potency. This is not for the everyday starters. This is not for the first timers. This is for folks who are a little more experienced in their cannabis consumption. We are talking about the Zen Delta HHC Gummies. See if I can get the camera to focus on these bad boys here. HHC and CBG, they are the relax and relieve gummies. And my camera is not wanting to focus. Damn. Let's see if we can do this. Throw a paper towel behind this sucker and trick the camera. There we go. All right. Nice packaging, eye-catching, but not trouble-inducing, I guess would be the right word. All of your relevant warnings and ingredient information on the packaging themselves. Go. Now, I will say, I wasn't sure at first, so I did go back and check. The HHC gummy bears are the same mold as the Delta 8 gummy bears. The low potency, I believe it was 3-to-1 gummy bears. Now, as with the other gummies from Yin Yang Infusions and Delta 8, these guys are just absolutely squishy, nice and soft, a little bit of sugar coating. As with the other ones, these gummies, most edibles in general, take between an hour and a half to 2 hours to kick in. So obviously we're not going to sit here for 2 hours, but I did want to take a little bit to talk to you fine folks, explain to you what kind of things Yin Yang Infusions is offering these days, the kind of wonderful products that Zen Delta 8 are whipping together over there. Thank you again to those wonderful folks over there. If this is something that you are interested in, I would absolutely encourage you. These are not so much for the kind of get lifted and go out and do your thing. These are more of the sit home on a Sunday afternoon, relax, kick back, eat a couple gummies, and just spend the afternoon mellow kind of thing. So if that's something that you would be interested in, I would absolutely encourage you to go over to yinyanginfusions.com, grab yourself some of these HHC and CBG gummies, and chill the fuck out. That being said, we're going to call that all for this particular review here. Thanks again to the wonderful folks over at Yin Yang Infusions and Zen Delta 8. I appreciate each and everything that you guys do for me. It's the reason I keep telling folks to go back over there. They'll take care of you. So that being said, we're going to call it all for now. So until next time, take care.
How do I say goodbye?